Malika Andrews, live from Los Angeles.
We start our show with breaking news out of Cleveland. James Harden, he sustained a fracture in his right thumb. It occurred during last night's win over the New York Knicks. Brian Windhorst, Chiney Ogwumike, Mark Spears. Brian, what do we know about this and this diagnosis?
It's the tip of his thumb.
Yep.
And he's going to consult with the hand specialist today. But he's questionable, but I think he's intending to play tonight.
So he is questionable for this game against the Milwaukee Bucks. And it's his right thumb that he's
his right hand, obviously,
fracture.
he's a left-handed player.
Right. So, Chiney, he's a lefty. How is this actually going to impact James Harden?
So he's a lefty. This is my left hand.
Yep.
And then right thumb, the tip of the thumb. I know a lot of people that have thumb injuries that are not that bad, and it seems like this one doesn't seem too serious.
Yeah.
They just tape it up. The issue could potentially just be the catch. You feel it because you use that to really get protection of the ball. But this guy is basketball savvy, so if he's available, that means that it's probably in a better situation than most.
So this is going to happen when he's catching the ball, Chiney, more so than when he's shooting it. Can you show us the difference?
Yeah, so when he catches it, you need all hands to catch the ball because no one throws perfect passes 100% of the time, right? They're going to be here, you're going to have to grab it, and you're going to use some force behind it.
All right.
Now, when you shoot, it's a little bit softer because your offhand is what guides it and does not really dictate where the ball goes. So if he's able to hopefully, you know, I'm assuming tape it up.
Right.
I've seen countless players play with a taped up, messed up little bit thumb.
All right, so I've talked to a couple of folks around the Cavaliers this morning and around James Harden, and it seems, Brian, that they're hoping that this is a pain tolerance issue. But he is meeting with several other specialists here just to make sure that, as Chiney says, this is the only extent of this is to tape up that thumb and it's not displaced or something more.
Yeah, that's the key. It's not displaced. And so, you know, if it was another finger, you'd buddy wrap it. You can't really buddy wrap your
thumb.
You need it. But, you know, there's optimism that he's avoided serious injury, the folks that I've talked to. Also, we'll point out Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley will be out for tonight. Mobley coming off a calf injury. This is the 5th game in 7 nights. But, you know, James Harden, we're in an era where not all-star players play every game. James Harden has a reputation of playing through stuff. 5 games in 7 nights. Again, as long as he gets the clearance from the hand specialist, what I'm told is he's going to try to play tonight's game.
Okay.
You know, one thing he's done incredibly well is made Mobley and Jared Allen, like, much, much better. So many alley-oop passes, easy buckets. Does that, and I want to ask you that, I know you weren't about the shot, but does it affect his passing?
Well, it's not just a passing. Again, if you're taped up, and I know you said, Wendy, that normally you buddy wrap when you have fingers like this. I feel like Spock right now.
Yeah, doing that.
But sometimes the wrap goes around, and that is more unnatural, especially if you're dribbling, right? You dribble, you need to be able to have different points where you access the ball, whether it's a wide divide or closer. So, I mean, again, if it's a pain tolerance thing.
And that passing comes from left hand, too.
Right. Yeah. But it's both sides of the floor. You're going to need to dribble with your right hand. You're going to need to dribble with your left. You're going to be able to catch with your right and catch with your left. And if he's protected and it's a good pain tolerance, these are the types of things that hoopers are known to play with.
Again, James Harden finished this game, their win over the Cleveland Cavaliers in what could have been an Eastern Conference Finals preview. Right now, it's unclear exactly when he sustained this injury, only that he was still feeling some discomfort today. And so now doctors are looking into just the extent of that. But we hear that's a question that is going to be asked over the course of the day. We'll have more on that a little bit later. But, Chiney, we're sitting here in Los Angeles.
We are.
You have a ball.
I do.
And there is one question that is circling around this city.
Shoot!
Why did Luka shoot that shot? And that is where we head now with Luka, LeBron putting the loss in Los Angeles. Let's pick up their eye.
What did you see on the last possession there coming out of the timeout?
I know I was open, but I just thought I was a little bit far. Try to take one dribble closer. Probably shouldn't picked up the ball. Just try to attack.
Doncic obviously will get the ball into his hands. Doncic has the ball, down by 2. There's the switch. Gobert is out there. Doncic maneuvers for the lead. Got it! What a shot! Doncic pulls up, three-pointer. Bang! Bang! Doncic down to 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Doncic for the win. Oh yeah! Luka Doncic, the dagger.
They've worked on that. LeBron has 5 to get it in. Luka with 5 seconds. Luka, LeBron for the win. And Orlando's going to sneak out here with a victory.
All right, so as I was trying to say there, the Los Angeles Lakers, Luka saying that he didn't really see the shot. We've seen him take it from that place on the floor a couple of times. But there was a lot of game to be played before we got to that point. So, Chiney, we're going to pick this up in the second quarter. The Lakers up by 9.
Your favorite word. You like to do the impression. Oh, man.
Blocked by James.
Blocked by James. It never gets old.
LeBron James, his signature chase down block there. And then the Lakers.
Hello.
Oh, that was a takeoff move.
Watch your head. Los Angeles building on their lead here in the third quarter. Final minutes of the third quarter here. Paolo Banchero gets to his spot high off glass.
You're asking Mark Spears for Paolo Banchero to answer the call, and he absolutely did that in that third quarter, 17
Ever since
points.
the All-Star break.
Ring, ring, fourth quarter calling. Luka Doncic gets that one to go. Lakers up by 2. Under 2 minutes to play now. Magic down 3. Banchero spins.
And what's on?
Some way, somehow, gets that one to drop. You can see that LeBron's a little frustrated there. And then Desmond Bane, this is why they got him, Shanae.
This is exactly why they got him. You don't come off of a strong side shooter. But
Knock
guess what?
it
He's
down.
not a heater as of late.
The triple. All right, it's a 1-point game now. Just lost sight of LeBron there.
Yep. I mean, that's when you start thinking, like, maybe the ball's on their side.
And yet, you gotta box out Wendell Carter Jr., able to get this one to go, and the Magic take a 1-point lead. And then the play heard round the world. 7 seconds left, same score. Luka turns down the shot, gives a little bit of a grenade to LeBron there. The triple, no good. Luka is as wide open as he can get here, Brian.
Look, they didn't need 3 points. Like, this was a very inventive play by J.J. Redick. It generated an awesome shot, but it was 28 feet from the basket. They didn't need 3.
He did not, and yet LeBron was forced to take one in the final seconds, a heave that didn't go. So the Magic hang on to win by 1. Here's Luka and LeBron on that final possession.
Hey, Luka, what did you see on the last possession there coming out of the timeout?
I knew I was open, but I just thought I was a little bit far. Try to take one dribble closer. Probably shouldn't picked up the ball. Just try to attack.
I'm not sure. I mean, obviously you have to ask Luka what he saw on that, but I thought he had a good look, and it looked like he kind of just lost his balance. You know, didn't have a rhythm with the ball, whatever the case may be, and it kind of allowed him to get back in front of him. You know, I was kind of off balance when he gave it to me. I thought he had a great look, but no, that's what I would look. That's my POV.
Did you and LeBron have any communication about the final play after it was over? When you passed it to him, did you think he had a shot, or did you recognize that it was kind of be a tough opportunity?
I mean, I just saw him open. I didn't want to lose the ball, and we didn't have timeouts, you know. But like I said, you know, shouldn't have picked up the ball. I should attack. I thought I was getting a clean look, but that's it.
All right, so it seems like Luka and LeBron weren't necessarily on the same page, Brian. We hear the reaction all over Los Angeles, but what was yours?
Okay, so this was we didn't have the full play on there, but J.J. Redick sort of ran a football play. He had all the players in the backcourt. They ran like a wide receiver bunch formation. It's a great design. DeAndre Ayton throws one of the best screens you're ever going to see. He actually screened 2 guys. It's brilliant. But I will just point out, let's say he takes that shot, okay? It's like 28 feet. 25% he makes
Down
it?
1.
It's not like it's a wide open layup.
But I don't think the problem is that I think if he took it and missed it, nobody would have had a problem with that.
Well, I don't have a problem with it anyway because the Lakers didn't lose the game on this play. They gave up 60% shooting in the fourth quarter. Yeah. You know, you mentioned Austin Reeves failed to block out the previous possession. If Austin Reeves just blocks out, they get a rebound.
But look at this right here. Luka has a wide open look, and I can understand in a solitary environment with this one game, he's shooting 2 for 10 from 3. Your confidence is probably not all the way there on knocking down a 3-point shot to win the game. But even bigger than that, it's more so the mindset. Like, we have known Luka Doncic to be that alpha dog, to want that moment. And I do believe the floor was a little bit cramped, but it begs the question, you know, LeBron in some ways deflecting, like, hey, I felt like Luka had a good look. But Luka's like, well, clearly 2 people, even when I thought about shooting it, reacted to me, and I needed another option. It just sort of is a microcosm of the Lakers' season so far. As Wendy said, and yes, this is the number that I was looking for. Luka hasn't even shot. This is one of the best clutch teams in basketball. They were 13-0 to start the year in clutch time. Yeah. I think they've wobbled as of late. But he has not even shot or attempted in this scenario in the final 90 seconds of the fourth quarter or OT this season. Whereas other people have. And to me, that's
Austin Reeves looking pretty good.
He's looking real good. 2 for 2, baby, 100%. When you start 13-0 in clutch time, maybe you feel like, okay, the mindset is I can get other people going and they can knock down that shot. Okay. But they have not had that same record in clutch time games as of late, which means you expect him to regain to that form. But this is just a different system here. He thrives in systems where he knows he's going to be that alpha, but now he's deferring in some ways that we are not accustomed to, maybe because he's playing alongside and thinking of LeBron.
I'm going to go a couple minutes before that shot. And Brian's watched this since the dude was a teenager. There's not many players in the NBA that close games better than LeBron James. And in the 1 to 2 minute mark, Luka shot a 3, Austin shot a 3. LeBron James is standing over the side with Desmond Bane guarding him. He's taller than Desmond Bane, 50 pounds heavier, and he's there while they're doing this one-on-one. And I think as great as Luka is, I want the ball in the LeBron James hands because he could take the ball to the basket, pass out to Luka, pass out to Austin. I don't think he should have taken the ball out at the end of the game. I think he should have got the ball at the end.
You're talking about the margins that are sort of, that's what you were saying before, though.
And he's a great closer, and he didn't get a chance to close.
The strange thing is that when LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reeves are on the court together this year, the Lakers are actually a terrible offensive team. Not subpar. Genuinely bad. And it doesn't make sense because these guys are all awesome scorers. In fact, when Luka and Reeves are on the court together, they're like, per 100 possessions, they're like plus 12. When the three of them are on the court together, they're minus 8. That's a 20-point spread. Right. When LeBron is on the court with any other 4 Lakers besides Luka and LeBron, or Luka and Reeves, they're plus 7.5 over. That's a great thing. These 3 guys have similar skill sets. And they crash into each other. If they had another 500 minutes, 1,000 minutes to play together, maybe it wouldn't be the case. But they haven't had that luxury.
It sounds a little silly, but in my brain, I'm saying, do they respect each other too much? We've seen situations, especially at the start of the year, where Austin Reeves was carrying the Lakers. Then you go over to LeBron having this run that amounts to him being an all-star. And everyone knows 2 or 3 years ago, LeBron James said, hey, I'm not the franchise guy. It's actually Anthony Davis. And Anthony Davis is no longer here. This is clearly Luka Doncic's future. And so in those moments, maybe you expect, based off of what the built-up system has been, for Luka to take over. But at the end of the day, it's like the shot was wide open. He could have taken it. Why? What's the hesitation? J.J. Redick has to fix that mindset.
Right, and LeBron James is saying, okay, maybe he was a little bit off balance in that moment, and so he passed it to me. So, but as we saw in the Open, there's several times in which this is kind of the shot that he at least takes and oftentimes makes. But cue up the song, the Orlando Magic, for all the executing that the Lakers did not do, they were able to take advantage, Mark.
And they've won 6 of their last 8.
Don't look now. The Orlando Magic, this is what they were envisioning when they brought in Desmond Bane to be able to come up in those big moments. Better late than never.
Carroll.
Always on time. Hey, coming up here on NBA Today.